All right, what's the scoops with May Day? Well, the City and County of Honolulu Department of Parks and Recreation's 96th Lei Day celebration happens next Wednesday at Kaohulani Park. And together with our friends from Royal Hawaiian Heritage Jewelry, we are getting you ready by demonstrating how to make a lei in one of the many different styles. I love that. It was so fancy, that open.
Sassy. It's going to dance. Joining us on the couch today is our 2010 Lei Queen. This is the beautiful Jamie Kaohulani Adams Detwiler. How are you, Jamie?
The Queen is in the house.
I know. Lei Master. Lei Master.
Mahalo.
Thank you, Kaohulani, for joining us. And she got one cousin on set too, so that's awesome. Family.
Yes, over there.
All right, so today, Kaohulani, you're going to be demonstrating the haku style of lei. For some of our audience members that aren't familiar with that style, can you explain what it is?
Yes, so many of us do refer to haku as we commonly see it like this lei po'o right here. This is lei vili, right? So typically we call it haku, you know, every day because, right?
Right.
But it's not. So the haku style is braiding more than one plant material in. So just braiding one is called hili or hilo.
Wow.
Right.
So walk us through the process of making the haku. Like, what's the first step to get started? And can you just like use anything?
Something with a sturdy stem is what I would recommend. And I'm glad you asked that question about what does it take to get started. People don't realize we have to pick and clean. So you have to pick and clean everything before you actually get started making.
That's the most important.
I would love for it to just appear like this, right?
In the container.
Ta-da, right? Yeah. But there's a lot of preparation that goes on.
And I think that's what makes the most beautiful lei is the fact that you have everything prepared, you know exactly what sizes you're working with in regards to the material, and then that way when you sit and you commit to starting that braid, you're just putting in, yeah?
Yes, absolutely.
Is it like a multi-person thing, or you just by yourself braiding on your own? Sorry, I'm a guy, I don't know how to braid, so.
No, I'm by myself, and actually my preferred style, my favorite style is vili, lei vili.
That's when you're wrapping material.
Yes, and Tehani did that beautifully yesterday. But this style is challenging to me, and it's one of the first styles I learned while hiking with my uncle Wala Pamroi. Back in the day, I was a kid, and he said, well, let's make a lei right here in the forest.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I said, okay, all right, let's do it. And I loved it, but then it wasn't very neat, like a vili lei, right? And so I get kind of emotional because they're in heaven now, but I brought it home, and my Auntie Irma Lee Pomeroy said, what's the matter? And I said, well, it's not perfect. And she said, well, it's perfectly imperfect. So, you know, wisdom, right, from our kupuna.
You know, and I'm glad that you brought up your Auntie Irma because she, along with a few other people in your ohana, are these incredible famous lei makers. Can you share about them?
Yes, and the other lei maker is my dad's other sister, Marie McDonald. So my maiden name is Adams, so Marie Adams McDonald, Irma Lee Adams Pomeroy, and I have tons of cousins that we all, if you're born into our family, you are going to be making a lei. Wow. So that's the gift that we have, and Auntie Marie made it a point to tell me, you better teach your children, and now I'm able to teach my grandchildren.
Absolutely.
So I have 10 grandchildren.
Wow. That's your own halal.
Yeah, right?
And you know what's exciting for us in the studio and our audience? You're actually going to be teaching us as well. Throughout the show, we're going to ask you to go into our green room.
Yes.
And we have a special spot for our Lei Queen, 2010, of course. And then throughout the show, we'll check in on you and see how our haku is progressing. And then at the end of the show, we already asked Kaohulani if she can hula with us, so that is so awesome. So we look forward to that. Please stick around. But before we send things over to our news desk, do you have any pro tips for anybody that is going to be following along at home?
Right. Strengthen your fingers. Yeah, right.
Okay. I'm stretching.
And you're going to get very strong thumbs because if you let it go, it's going to fall apart. So you've always got to have, it's like when you're climbing a mountain, you always have to have 3 points of contact, right? So with the lei, you always have to have at least 1 point of contact. If you let it go, you have to make sure it's secure.
Okay, we'll be watching for that.
Absolutely. Our lei celebration will continue on Monday. It's 7 lei and 7 days, and we want to say mahalo to Royal Hawaiian Heritage Jewelry again for this. And Kaohulani will be checking in on you.
Yeah,
okay?
exciting.
Mahalo.
You
Now let's
ready?
run over to
Yes,
our
ready.
news